Have you ever felt trapped by your own thoughts? Like invisible chains are holding you back from the life you truly want? What if I told you that some of the most powerful habits to break these chains come from an ancient philosophy, Stoicism, yet most people never talk about them? Today, we're diving deep into the Stoic habits no one tells you about, and how integrating these practices can transform your mind, heal your pain, and build an unbreakable inner strength. Stoicism isn't just about enduring pain or suppressing emotions. It's a profound path of self-mastery and awareness. As Carl Jung said, "I am not what happened to me, I am what I choose to become." These Stoic habits are not just theoretical ideas, but practical tools to help you reclaim your freedom. Before we start, if you're ready to break your chains and transform your life, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. This journey is for those who seek real change, not quick fixes. Humans have an innate desire for control, the need to shape our lives, influence outcomes, and protect ourselves from pain. Yet, paradoxically, this very craving can become the invisible chain that binds us. The Stoics understood that our true power lies not in controlling external events, but in mastering our own thoughts and responses. Most of us waste enormous energy trying to control what is beyond us, other people's actions, fate's unpredictability, or even our emotions. This futile struggle creates emotional chains, expectations, fears, and the desperate need for approval that drain our vitality. Imagine constantly reacting to every insult, disappointment, or setback as if your peace depended on controlling them. This reactive mode is exhausting, and the more we engage, the tighter the emotional chains become. Stoicism teaches us radical acceptance, the habit of embracing what we cannot change and redirecting our focus to what we can, our mindset and choices. This acceptance is not resignation, it's an active practice of letting go. Try this. When faced with an uncontrollable situation, pause and ask yourself, is this within my power? If not, release your need to control it and choose where to invest your energy. Carl Jung said, "The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are." To become our true selves, we must break free from the illusion of control. But breaking chains requires more than acceptance. It demands emotional self-mastery. Instead of reacting impulsively, cultivate the space to observe your emotions without judgment. This builds resilience, enabling thoughtful responses rather than knee-jerk reactions. Picture yourself as a calm harbor amid stormy seas, letting waves of emotion pass without being swept away. Ask yourself, what triggers tighten my chains? When do I react without reflection? How can I create space for calm and conscious choice? By practicing radical acceptance and emotional self-mastery, you reclaim your energy from futile battles, focusing it on growth and presence. Though discomfort and resistance may arise, they signal progress toward freedom. Remember, freedom is not absence of struggle, but mastery of your inner world. If this resonates with you, please like and subscribe. Together, we'll explore the Stoic habits that can transform your life. So far, we've begun to understand that much of the suffering we experience doesn't come from external events, but from the deep, hidden parts within us, the unconscious. This vast inner realm is a reservoir of memories, fears, desires, and unresolved wounds that silently shape our emotions and behaviors. Carl Jung described the unconscious as a powerful force that influences our lives, often without our awareness. The unexpected bursts of anger, the overwhelming sadness, and those recurring self-sabotaging patterns all emerge from this shadowy place. It acts like an invisible puppeteer pulling strings beneath our conscious mind. Awakening to the unconscious means bringing these hidden parts into the light. This process is challenging, requiring courage to face the parts of ourselves that we have long avoided, our fears, shame, and vulnerabilities. But only through this confrontation can true transformation begin. By becoming aware of the unconscious, we shift from being passive victims to active participants in our healing. We gain the power to choose how we respond to life's challenges, rather than being driven blindly by deep-rooted patterns. This awakening also initiates a dance between the conscious ego, the identity we present to the world, and the unconscious shadow. This dance can be both destructive and regenerative, leading to the integration of the whole self. Jung famously said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate." This awakening is the first step to reclaiming your life. Take a moment to reflect. What hidden parts of yourself might still be influencing your thoughts and actions? What fears or desires have you yet to face? If this resonates with you, consider liking this video and subscribing to join a community dedicated to deep self-awareness and growth. As we continue our journey into the unconscious, we confront one of the most profound and transformative concepts in philosophy and psychology: the shadow. This is the part of ourselves that we often push away, reject, or deny because it doesn't fit the image of who we want to be or who we think we should be. The shadow is made up of our repressed desires, fears, insecurities, and anything we consider too dark or too painful to accept. But here's the thing: the more we deny the existence of the shadow, the more power it gains over us. Jung pointed out that the shadow is not something we can push away. It is an integral part of our being. The shadow is not inherently bad. In fact, it contains the key to deeper self-understanding and growth. It holds the qualities that we have not yet integrated into our lives, and until we do so, it will continue to influence us in unconscious ways. This process of integrating the shadow is called individuation. Individuation is the journey toward wholeness, where we reconcile the darker aspects of our personality with our conscious self. It's the act of becoming who we truly are, beyond the masks and personas we wear. Imagine this: you've spent your whole life running from your anger, your sadness, your fear of inadequacy. You've built an identity based on what others expect from you, but deep down you feel incomplete. You feel like something is missing. The shadow holds these missing pieces, and once you start to face them, you begin to feel whole. Facing the shadow isn't easy. It's not about just thinking positively or letting go of negative emotions. It's about diving deep into the parts of yourself you have been avoiding: the anger, the pain, the shame. It's about allowing yourself to feel these emotions without judgment and integrating them into your consciousness. This is not a process of becoming perfect. It's a process of becoming authentic. You stop pretending to be who you think you should be and begin to embrace who you truly are, with all your flaws, fears, and strengths. Take a moment now to think about your own shadow. What parts of yourself have you been avoiding? What aspects of your personality have you been ashamed of or tried to hide? Recognizing these parts is the first step toward integrating them and becoming your true self. If you found value in this journey, please like the video and subscribe. Together, we'll explore more Stoic habits and psychological insights to help you become unshakable. As we delve deeper, it's crucial to understand one of the most pervasive illusions we all carry: the illusion of control. We often believe that by controlling our surroundings, our relationships, and even our emotions, we can protect ourselves from pain and suffering. Yet this quest for control can become the very chains that bind us. Stoicism teaches us that while we cannot control external events, we do have mastery over our judgments and responses. This distinction is the cornerstone of freedom. But how many of us truly accept this? How many still waste our energy fighting battles that are beyond our reach? The desire to control everything stems from a fear of vulnerability. We fear losing ourselves, being hurt, or facing the unknown. But in trying to shield ourselves, we ironically trap ourselves deeper in suffering. Carl Jung once said, "You are not what happened to you, you are what you choose to become." Freedom begins when we embrace this truth and relinquish the illusion that control over external circumstances equates to peace. To break free, we must cultivate radical acceptance, acknowledging what we cannot change and focusing on the power we hold within ourselves. This path requires courage and humility. It demands that we face uncertainty, embrace discomfort, and trust our inner resilience. Reflect on your own life. What areas do you desperately try to control? How has this affected your peace and growth? By surrendering this illusion, we reclaim our energy, redirecting it from futile control toward conscious choice and presence. If you resonate with this, please take a moment to like the video and subscribe to continue this journey of Stoic wisdom and inner empowerment. Building on the acceptance of what we cannot control, the next step on this path is cultivating awareness, a deep, clear seeing of ourselves and the world around us. Awareness is not passive observation. It is an active, mindful engagement with the present moment and with our inner experience. Too often, we live distracted by our thoughts, emotions, and external stimuli, reacting without reflection. But awareness allows us to step back from these automatic responses and to see the patterns that govern our lives, both conscious and unconscious. In Stoicism, awareness is the foundation of wisdom. It's what enables us to recognize the difference between what is within our power and what is not, guiding our choices accordingly. Carl Jung emphasized this when he said, "One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious." Awareness invites us to confront not only our light, but also our shadows, the uncomfortable, hidden parts of ourselves. With awareness, emotional impulses lose their automatic grip. Instead of reacting from conditioned patterns, we create space to respond with intention and clarity. This space is where true freedom emerges. Imagine standing in a storm, but rather than being tossed by the winds, you observe the storm itself with calm detachment. This is the power of awareness, the ability to hold steady amid chaos. Now ask yourself, how aware are you of your own inner workings? How often do you catch yourself reacting on autopilot? What patterns are you ready to bring into conscious light? This practice of awareness is not easy. It requires patience and honesty, but its rewards are profound: greater emotional balance, resilience, and clarity. If these ideas resonate, please like this video and subscribe. Together, we will deepen our understanding of Stoic habits and the journey toward unshakable strength. To truly embody powerful Stoic habits, one must learn to embrace discomfort rather than avoid it. Modern life often tempts us to seek comfort at all costs, but the Stoics teach us that growth arises from facing challenges head-on and learning to endure hardship with equanimity. Discomfort can take many forms: physical pain, emotional distress, social rejection, or the internal struggle of confronting our own flaws and shadows. Rather than running away or numbing ourselves, the Stoic approach invites us to lean into these experiences, understanding that they are essential for developing resilience and wisdom. Carl Jung recognized the value of this process when he said, "Your vision will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. Who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakes." It is through facing discomfort within that we awaken to our true potential. One powerful Stoic habit is practicing voluntary discomfort, deliberately exposing ourselves to small challenges or hardships to build mental toughness. This could be waking early, enduring cold, or practicing mindful restraint in daily habits. These practices prepare us to face life's inevitable trials without being overwhelmed. Another key aspect is reframing our perception of pain and difficulty. Instead of seeing discomfort as something to be feared or avoided, Stoics view it as an opportunity for mastery and transformation. This shift in mindset empowers us to remain calm and composed even in the face of adversity. Think about moments in your life when discomfort led to growth. What did you learn? How did you change? Are you willing to welcome discomfort as a teacher rather than an enemy? By embracing discomfort consciously, we forge an inner strength that no external event can break. This habit is a cornerstone of the unshakable mind. If you find this insight valuable, please like the video and subscribe to join our ongoing exploration of Stoic wisdom and transformative habits. The way we perceive our experiences shapes our reality. One of the most powerful Stoic habits is mastering the art of perspective, learning to see challenges, pain, and setbacks not as obstacles but as opportunities for growth and learning. Our minds naturally tend to judge situations as good or bad, pleasant or painful. But Stoicism teaches us to step back from these judgments and recognize that it is our interpretation, not the events themselves, that determines our emotional response. Imagine two people facing the same hardship. One crumbles under the weight, while the other sees it as a chance to build resilience and wisdom. The difference lies not in external circumstances, but in perspective. This habit requires cultivating awareness and discipline to consciously choose empowering thoughts and to question negative narratives. It is not about suppressing emotions, but transforming our relationship with them. That no matter what life throws at us, our choice in how to respond shapes our destiny. Reflect now. What perspectives do you hold that might be limiting your growth? How might shifting your mindset open new pathways to peace and strength? By practicing this habit, you gain control over your inner world and become less susceptible to external chaos. If this resonates, hit like and subscribe, and continue with us as we unlock more Stoic habits that empower the mind and soul. Emotional resilience is the cornerstone of an unbreakable spirit. Stoic philosophy offers powerful habits that help build this resilience by teaching us how to endure hardships without being overwhelmed. The essence of resilience lies not in avoiding pain, but in facing it with courage and equanimity. Stoics practiced mental exercises like negative visualization, imagining potential losses or difficulties to prepare the mind for adversity. This prepares us to meet challenges calmly, reducing fear and anxiety. Another habit is focusing on what is within our control and releasing attachment to what is not. This clarity helps conserve emotional energy and prevents us from being drained by external events. Building resilience also involves embracing impermanence, the understanding that all experiences, whether joyful or painful, are temporary. This awareness fosters acceptance and peace in the face of change. Ask yourself, how do you typically respond to adversity? Do you allow setbacks to define you, or do you use them as fuel for growth? What Stoic habit can you start practicing today to strengthen your emotional core? Developing emotional resilience is a journey, but every step forward deepens your capacity to remain grounded and centered. Together, we'll continue to explore the habits that lead to true inner strength. As we arrive at the culmination of our journey through powerful Stoic habits, we reach the essence of transformation, wholeness. To be unshakable is not to be without pain or struggle, but to be fully integrated, mind, body, and soul aligned in conscious harmony. Carl Jung taught us that one does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. This profound truth encapsulates the path to wholeness, embracing every part of ourselves, including our shadows, fears, and vulnerabilities. True wholeness means living authentically, free from masks and illusions. It means responding rather than reacting, choosing presence over avoidance, and cultivating a deep inner peace that no external circumstance can disturb. This journey requires continual self-reflection and commitment. It is a process of individuation, becoming who you really are beyond societal expectations and past traumas. Imagine a life where you stand firm, not because you are invincible, but because you are whole, unafraid of the storms, grounded in your true self. Before we close, reflect. What does wholeness mean to you? How will you begin integrating your inner light and shadow to become unshakable? If this journey has resonated with you, please like the video and subscribe to continue walking this path of Stoic wisdom and deep personal growth. Thank you for being here. Your strength lies in knowing yourself fully.